chain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. And it's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm a man. I'm a 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020. Reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone's doing good. Happy Friday to all. Let me see how all systems go. You guys know the drill. Let me see. Yeah, we look good. All right, let's get to it. See what we got going on here on the charts today, and then yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. So start off here with the news today, right? Today is going to be Friday here. We have a bit of GBP retail sales in about 20 minutes here. So we'll see what that does to price here, what it does in the range. Does it get out the range? Normally it's not the biggest move. On average, I've been seeing around a 30 pip move on average, right? 30 pip move on average, and that's what I've been basically seeing. A little bit later on, we have a little bit of core durable goods, not too major here, nothing too crazy. And then we have, basically 6 p.m. bit of this consumer sentiment. These are not really massive things here for US session, but for London session today, we have on the GBP retail sales. Now, moving on to chart, having a look at what price is doing here. We are still stuck in the same range as yesterday. Dog water price action here, losing, basically momentum in this move we've had. But this is not out of the ordinary. We have been stuck in range and then continuation, range and then continuation. It's just been the way that it has. And that's why I've been talking about GJ on high time frame could be good. And obviously we're at a major level, right? We're stuck at that major level. So, we'll have to have a look at, what price wants to do from here. We could have similar to the scenario back here where we had price basically pull back first from its range and then continue. Similar scenario here as well, pull back from its range and then continue, which would also be quite nice, right? Come back down, retest some of these levels down here. Even if we could get back as low as 97,800 would be nice. Could look from some upside from there. So let's go ahead and start off on the daily time frame here, right? So we start off on the daily time frame and have a look at what we got going on daily. So previous daily obviously closing a little bit bearish here, not very strong bearish candle here, but a small bearish candle as we can see. Still respecting the lows. Lows are coming in at 199. That's where the lows are looking at. And then, that's basically on daily time frame. So calling some sort of resistance here is made. And, looking at 4-hour time frame, complete mess. 4-hour time frame is a complete mess. It's just really wicky area. Very, very, very dirty price action on the 4-hour. I just want us to get out of this range, to be honest. Guitar strings, literally, man. Yeah, literally guitar strings. Would be better to see a resolution to upside or downside. Now, price closing down below this 850, I would say, is giving us the opportunity to go back and retest the, 98,380 here. Otherwise, if we keep respecting that range, we could find ourselves towards the upside here. It's just a very choppy, messy range. And this is the exact middle of the range. So I saw some of the guys' plans. They want to buy above here to reach the top of the range. That does make sense, but look, every time you buy above here, it's just very choppy. We reject 500, we reject 500, we try get above it, we reject first. So you'll probably need bigger stop losses here and trying to let it creep its way up. But remember, when it's creeping its way up, it's creeping its way up into 4-hour resistance. It's creeping its way up into all of this mess here. We'll see what news does, though. We'll see what news ends up doing, if that changes anything here. But it's just a messy zone, so you can't expect it to be such a smooth move up here unless we get good volume that supersedes that. But obviously we don't know that at this point because of how price has been ranging. So for me, buys above here do make sense, but we do need to run bigger stop in case price wants to chop, because that's what it's been doing in this range. It's been chopping. So since we know price has been chopping, then yeah, since we know price has been chopping, we need to be careful with that. 3-ounce lobster, good morning. Good morning, brother. And that's basically what we're looking at here on GJ. We'll see what news does in 20 minutes here, 19 minutes, and then we'll take it from there. If we move on to gold for this morning here, obviously we've had a very beautiful move down here. Continuation has continued. That makes sense. And if we look at 4 hours, start off on daily time frame as always here on gold, obviously a huge resolution towards the downside. These are very big daily candles here. First daily candle giving us a 470 pip move, and this second daily candle here giving us a 500 pip move. So we did come and reach our daily target almost here. We're very close to daily target. I would consider this almost tapped, to be honest. And for that continuation we were speaking about yesterday, 4-hour candle continuing down, remember, to 36. We have even superseded 36 here. We've got past 36 and closed below. So now are we going to play a bounce? That is the question. 4 hours technically just about closing below this range here. At this moment here we have 4-hour closing bullish here, previous daily closing bearish. This could be a pullback here for potential more downside. If price wants to do that, we could have one more pullback, deep pullback up into 65s before coming down. Is definitely possible here as well. So we'll have to see what happens, but obviously momentum is still bearish overall. This 4-hour candle is giving us kind of a sign of, look, price wants to maybe bounce from here. If I mark this previous 4-hour here as well, just to see where this is. P4S. Right, so we're trying to break back into that 4-hour range right now. If we do look at what price action is doing, 1-hour time frame has closed above. Did it? Let me have a look closer. Yeah, 1-hour time frame has closed above, so that setup is now active on its way towards the upside here. So that is good to see. Does look like it's trying to bounce out of here. This 30-minute as well, looking like it wants to bounce out of here. 15-minute continuing its bounce. So obviously this closing a little bit deep. Would like to see some structure above the range here. This is quite a nice formation here to get continuation. We have this level to worry about here. Is that the same on 30 or 30 a little bit higher? 30 is a little bit higher, but we'll mark the 15. We can say this is a whole zone here, which we can see. But that is 15. Above there, how big is our current range here? Current range that we're dealing with from this candle high is 29 pips. Not the worst range, but again, I want to see some sort of support. Maybe 5-minute structure here would be good. We do have a little bit of 5-minute structure. We have this kind of thunder going on here with the 1-hour active. So we'll have to see how this candle ends up closing here and what happens in 30 seconds. Potentially break of the high could be an option here to retest into this if we're coming out of here. Really would like to see a deep bottom wick though. Would give me some confidence in this move here to see some sort of bounce. Because it is a pretty deep close here, but if we could see that, it would be good. I mean, but this is an ideal thunderstorm here. Do have 5-minute resistance up here. Yeah, we'll have to see what ends up happening. We're already 10 minutes into stream, no trade. I know, right? Too slow. Market's too slow. And we'll see what we can do from there. If not, again, this is still counter trend, you know, this is still counter trend. I really would like to see a deep bottom wick because of this early, kind of like yesterday's trade, but the opposite way around. This is exactly like yesterday's trade, but the exact opposite way around. So I would like to see the same thing that happened below as yesterday in order for me to take a trade, right? Because I'm just going to replicate yesterday. If not, I want to see some structure form. This 15 close bearish here, right? And then the next one get above here. Because remember, we're fighting. This is all price has been doing. Pull back, dump. Pull back, dump. Pull back, still can dump here, right? So I'm still keeping that in mind that we can still go down. If you look at this LTA here, it's massive LTA towards the downside. This is a very tradable range to complete this move. This 116 pip range here, or 100 level pip, 11 pip range towards the downside. So we have to keep that in mind that we could have that. This could end up being a fake out. And if we start getting below, probably back inside the range, yeah, if we start getting back below 33, back below here, we could probably end up selling it, to be honest. You know, sells could end up making sense. I would say maybe even below this wick, something like this. How does that look on 15? Yeah, something like that. We'd probably break through that structure there. But yeah, we could probably start selling that when we break structure, because technically we're also still bearish here, right? Have to keep that in mind. So put that as a 30. So that's what I'll be looking for. So for buys, looking for support above here to go tap into these zones. We could still reject from these zones, right? Or I need some sort of heavy bottom wick here. And for sells, we would need to fake out back in the range here. So if this 30-minute flips here in 15 minutes and closes bearish, I do think we have opportunity at least to test into here and see what happens. How big is that? Not the best range actually, 16 pips. 1 hour is still active, right? 1 hour is still active on the buy setup here, right? We do have a nice little buy setup here, but nothing closing above this support here, which is why I want to see some sort of price action above here would be good. Right, I'd have more confidence seeing some sort of price action above here. Hopefully we can make a deeper bottom wick and then reflip. If we can come make a bottom wick maybe down here to 35,720, or yeah, like 35,720, just somewhere back into the zone. Even if we retest previous 4-hour support and then flip, that would give me confidence maybe to attempt re-break of the high to get back to the top of the range. But I don't want to just fire it like this, you know, the first breakout of the session, as I'm not following momentum. Momentum is still towards the downside. this is, you know, you're trying to call a bottom here a little bit, because you're trying to say, okay, this is a reversal pattern to potentially continue up, right? So we want to be careful that we don't do that. And yeah, that's the analysis for today. And now we just see what's up. So if you guys enjoyed the analysis, be sure to leave a like on the stream. 400 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Always a pleasure to have you. And yeah, and get the likes up to 200. I would appreciate that. Would appreciate that. What new video are you working on? I'm working on a risk management video here. Working on a good risk management video. Will be released on Sunday. So you guys better check that out. It's a very, very good video about how to also manage risk and profit. A lot of people think risk management is about drawdown, but it's also about profit. So I'm going to teach you some tricks on, because I think risk management is really, really bad in this industry. Many people don't know how to manage risk, how to calculate, and all of that stuff. GBP news coming? Yeah, what do we say for GBP news chat? Up or down? What do you think about yesterday's GJ intervention at NY? That wasn't GJ intervention. Trust me. That was just USD news, because USD news does affect. Right, we do see an effect. I wish we could have steeper bottom wick here. I don't know how confident I am ripping it right on this candle here. It's tough for me. Trying to call this. I guess this would be your aggressive option without the steep bottom wick. But I think I'd rather put stops below structure, just in case price wants to pull back here. I've seen this happen before. And then you do that and then go. So you probably want stops here. But risk to reward wise, I don't think it's the best if we're gonna do that. Just feels like you're taking an option for the sake of it. 50 pips for 28 pips? I don't think so. That's not gonna really work for me. Only would work. How big is the 1 hour? 1 hour you do have range though. But then I feel you should have been in from the 1 hour close. Like you should be up on this already, and then this should be on 1 hour stops. So you put the 50 pip stops on the 1 hour, you're in already up 20, 30 pips to get here is 51 to 1. Yeah, that's how you take that trade. Should be in already. There are 3 types of tier: entering a trade in drawdown, a fear in profit. It was observed that fear and profit, losing profit, biggest of them all on a large group of people. But then greed comes when they start getting, you know, greed comes when they start getting more profit. Is it safe to trade news or is it gambling? In my opinion, it's a bit of gambling, unless you're in before news and you're expecting, based on fundamentals, for news to give you a trade in a certain direction. You always take trade 1-to-1? Yeah, I mean, if I were to take this trade right now, it would not be a 1-to-1. I would run negative risk to reward. That's why I'm waiting for deeper bottom wick so I can run a tighter stop loss. Because if I get deep bottom wick, I can run stop loss probably around 36 pips here, which makes sense, at least to get here and try push past. Otherwise, I have to run the 50 pip SL here. So, I mean, you could take it on 50 pip SL, but I'm not pushing anything. That could be your entry, 50 pip SL, break of the high to go if that's the way you want to play it. Could play out if you get the volume coming in here, but you know, I don't need to push a 50 pip SL on a Friday. It's okay. In hopes that it just does it, you know what I mean? Did they have intervention on GJ yesterday? No. They didn't. That was not. That was USD news. Check GJ. Yeah, we have GJ news in a bit here. It's just ranging for now. 6 minutes till news. I probably think we probably get a 30 pip push at news. They're expecting retail sales to go down here for this month. It grabbed liquidity from downside, creating market structure shift. Yes, but as I said, you need to run 50 pip stop loss here if you want to be in this move, because we could pull back. You can't just put a random stop loss like this. This is your pullback back to entry now. And if this wants to flip and come back here, you're not wrong. You have to keep holding that. The only way I see you get in sensibly right now was this 1 hour close here with 1 hour stops, and then you're holding this right now. You know, that's the best way to get in at the moment. That's why I was looking for deep bottom wick, so I can run small stop loss and I can be out by here, because this is still technically counter trend, as everything is still pointing down. We're just bouncing a little bit on the 4 hour, which we were doing here basically. So this could easily roll over soon. If this is gonna bounce heavy, we have so much room to buy, so that's why I'm not worried. Are you sure that was USD news? Yeah, EU was not affected, only GJ and UJ. Yeah, that should have been USD news. It's definitely not an intervention. That's not enough to intervene. 6 o'clock was the news as well. Should be at 6 o'clock. PMI was 545. Yeah, maybe not. Definitely not an intervention though. Then this is just manipulation. Don't know what they're doing. Can we use 5-minute SL? Not in London, not like that. New York, yeah, you could push it, but at least below the 15-minute candle or 15-minute range. But that's why you want the bottom wick. This is the exact same trade we took yesterday for sells, but we need the opposite way around, where it makes its top wick. Yesterday it made its top wick and then flipped. Today it made barely any bottom wick, and you don't have the same massive range as we had yesterday. Also, everything is pointing down. Right, just because we're seeing a reversal pattern, it's kind of like buying here, right? It's like buying up here, trying to get to here. This is the same buy you're taking right now as this buy, right? That's the same buy. It just stopped and reversed. The same thing can happen here, is it can just stop here, reverse. What's your golden GJ analysis? You're too slow. I've already won 3 trades. Then you don't need my analysis. Yeah, it's an interesting spike, but it's not an intervention. Intervention would see something more. This is just some sort of manipulation. Oh, I think Udia was speaking yesterday though. Udia was speaking yesterday. Hey Harry, can you give me some suggestion? I'm 0.2% left to clear my funding challenge, and it's due in 2 days. Do funding challenges still have daily limits? I thought there was no time limit. I thought there was no time limits. If there's 2 days, then you just have to take the next trade. Risk, 0.2 to 0.5%. No need to go higher than that. And that's it, man. You have no choice. You have 2 days. That puts pressure on you. That's why I don't agree with time limit, because you're a profitable trader, but they're putting stupid pressure on you. In what world should a trader be forced to take a trade, It's a scam. It's a scam. Alright, GJ News here in 1 minute 30 seconds. What do we say? Up or down, guys? Let's see in chat. 558 of us. Have we done the YouTube business this morning, chat? Have we done the YouTube business? Would appreciate it. Get the likes to 200. People are saying up. To go down, LG says. I think, guys, honestly, I think just a 30 pip push. Like barely, like nothing crazy. Retail sales will probably come back better. Yeah, maybe 30 pip push up. We'll see in 30 seconds. Absolutely nothing? Yeah, I'm on the same page, especially with how GJ's been moving. It's either going to do nothing or it's a 30 pip push one direction, not more than that. I'm probably saying, I don't know. Small up and down. We'll see you in 3 seconds. Gonna be big? I don't think so. Yeah, that's your 30 pip push. Did we get it correct? 30 pips? Oh, 26. Come on, we're super close. We're super close. I told you around 30 pip push. Minus 2.3. Holy shit, that's bad for UK. The forecast was minus 0.4. It came back minus 2.3. That's not good. Yeah. Damn. Minus 2.3 ain't good, man. Tell you that much. How's Mr. Gold doing? 15-minute close as well here, bullish. Let's see if we can get some structure for buys here. Would be good. Any 5-minute structure now forming, we can look to take potential buys now because we'll have the structure to give us confidence. And then we can run smaller stop losses back inside the range. It's going to be my plan. I close B on gold. If that's your plan, then good job for following your plan. Like I said, if you took gold, you have to hold the bigger stop loss here. That's my whole point, because you can see the candle with the wick is exactly 30 pips. Yeah, if you consider the wick, then yeah. But the wick happened before news, so I'm not considering. I'm considering the news open. So I was a little bit off. But yeah, 30 pip size candle as a whole, I was very accurate there. It's been like that, right? Low retail sales means low inflation, good for economy, GBP going down. No, low retail sales mean that people are not spending money. Right? That's what retail sales mean. That's bad for the economy if the economy spending is going down. $400 SL? $400 SL for what? Gold. 0.400 you mean? Yeah, would be around 400 SL, yeah, something like that, yep. That's where the safest SL would be. Could we see a progressive push down on GJ because of this news? No, we would have seen it on at once. That's just showing me I want to see more GU here. Yeah, we're seeing GU have more of a reaction than GJ. GU has, wow, look at this chop here, and now range resolution. Yeah, GU could be more progressive here because of the range resolution on 4 hour. Send something in London. I hope it's something I like. Took me out due to spread. Yep, that's why you don't trade news, right? That's the whole point I told you about news, right? People don't listen to me. Look, this looks great. Oh, I would have won with news. News is great. Look what happens with news. Spread takes you out, right? I always keep telling you guys, do not, if you know. Yeah, you can't. News' spread is going to take you out, of course. That's how news works. Yeah, but you have to account. You have to run the same stop loss if you're going to try hold through news, man. Right? What happened if that got slipped? What if price went up and that got slipped? You could have got slipped 10 pips there. Have to manage everything. Right? You need to plan that out better, man. You're holding through news where price is very close to your entry. So you have to keep stop original and account and say, hey, I might be slipped here. Spreads are going to spike, slippage is going to spike, liquidity is going to drop. It's news. It's how news works. We discuss that all the time. I decided to put my stop loss like this. Yeah, but again, this is just poorly planned, right? You're just gambling on news, hoping news will give you a push, and you throw out all out of the window everything we discussed about how news can slip stops, how spreads are widen, you know? So if you don't want to give anything back, why not close it before news? I'm up 20% on my $500 account. When should I take the first withdrawal? Take it today. Take it today, man. $50-minute pulling back now. This is what I was saying. Look at this candle. It's quite nice now if this closes above here, right? After liquidity grab like that. Have this planned for GU, not sure where the entry point is. I mean, you'd have to try sell to fill the wick at that point. That would be your plan, to sell to fill the wick, but it's rejecting at the moment. So you need something closing below. Probably a 30, actually a 15 would do. 15 to fill the wick with some sort of 5-minute structure will be fine. But now it's rejecting, right? But what would the entry be? A flip? No, a close below, right? Why would it be a flip? Nothing has closed below your zone. Why are you changing rules? Here's the zone. Close below, break of low. Break of low of the candle that closed. No. Man is overcomplicating this massively. Your job is to fill the wick, right? Because you're bearish, you want price to go down. So your job would be to fill this wick here. This wick is obviously rejecting something, so it becomes a target. So you would take it, imagine this wick is not there, but then you target the wick. You're not taking a flip of anything. You're taking a close below and break of low. Pretend this is an LTA and you're taking the trade right next to the LTA. Which technically on 1 minute you see it is an LTA. I lost a trade yesterday when news comes and hits SL. Yeah, that's why you have to be careful with news. Normally, I don't like to be in a trade unless I'm deep in profits before news, after news. I normally look to take a trade again then, you know? I rather close out the trade at break even or not take the trade at all than try trade it during news. Unless I'm deep in profits, right? If I'm deep in profits, then I can manage my position. It's not really a problem at all. Gold flipping here. It's slowly chugging along here, chugging along quite nicely. We might have a setup 3 potential here in 4 minutes. My free Discord description is, my free Discord, the link is in the description for that. What is this current 15-minute candle closes below? Not sure, I haven't done analysis on GU. Does it make sense? If this current one flips in 4 minutes, then I'll be waiting for some form of structure on 5 because of this liquidity grab here. Slowly chugging along here, moving quite slow to be honest. Could have a setup 3 here, is potential. How do you have so few lines? I have loads of lines. Which ones are most important? The most recent support and resistance. Right? Always look at the most recent support and resistance. GTA price action this week is terrible. Yeah, not the best. How do you stop over-risking, over-trading even when you have a plan? Leave the charts. You have to be disciplined. You know, discipline is earned. You know, you have to just control the urge. If you don't have self-control, go and do tasks that demand self-control, like following a diet, going to the gym every day, stuff like that. And then just apply the same thing, right? So be negative R on S15 is what? I think it's just 1-to-1. Right, if this was to close bearish, you go break of high, that's 21 pips. Stop loss is around 19 pips here. 21 pips, it's 1-to-1. But I want to see this close like a setup 3, not like this. This is not giving me confidence. Is the YouTube stream delayed by 10 seconds now? No, that's probably your internet connection. I put the lowest delay possible on YouTube stream. Man, last 35 seconds the shit pushes. That's dirty. Last 35 seconds. Nice structure on 5 though, yeah, but now it's struggling to get the entry we want, right? I mean, you'd have to take this and expect price to push through here, you know? That's the only way you can get in right now. With 15-minute confirmation, you'd consider a 5 setup 1? Yeah, but you'd have to use the 15-minute as watch now. Right? Because it's not big enough. It's not big enough to consider that. Yeah, preferably the wick that this candle made here. I'd prefer that this candle wick that was made here was made on this first candle. Then we could just put stop loss back in the range like this. I mean, look, the first setup that we were supposed to take, you'd be back at entry anyways. So you'd still be back at entry right now. So if you still want to take that first setup with a 50 pip stop loss, you know, that's how it is. On 30-minute looks good. Yeah, look better on 1 hour. 1 hour was the best. That's the way only way I wanted to get in, is this 1 hour close above here. That's the best way to get in. Right, you'd be up now 40 pips. Your stop loss was 50 pips, 46 pips. So basically almost 1-to-1. The other way to get in, but I wasn't too interested because of the size of the range. I wanted a deeper bottom wick so I could put my stop loss like 30 pips here. Was to get in on the break of this 15 high to get here, which is still a position right now. It's literally at entry on that. But you can't run. You have to run the, I would say the 50 pip stop, 49 pip stop. Because there's no structure here. And there's no deep bottom wick retesting that. Do you always trade Asian session? No, this is London session. This is London and Frankfurt together. London session is actually best traded before London, believe it or not. If it rebreaks the high, it's not valid for quick scalp with SL below previous 15? Yes, for quick scalp, yes. But, you know, you will be running negative. But yes, it would be like that type of position. Quick scalp, break even quickly at this resistance. Probably at the key level. 2340, break even. Less, man. I think your stop loss here is 30 pips. You'd literally have to use this 15 as a watch. Yeah, 29 pips here. The 15 is 13 pips away. So you use it as a watch, that's why it's a scalp. Could try it as a scalp. Buy above 15-minute resistance. Yeah, above this small one here would be good as well. Or just if we could pull back now, set up 2 as well. Give me a sec, guys. Go to it, come back. This is a pullback I was talking about that potentially can happen. I was warning you guys against this from back here, right? That's why you can't just put stop loss here, because we never got the retest, right? We never got this retest back to the range. Bottom wick to grab liquidity to go up. Where's liquidity being grabbed? Liquidity was grabbed here, but the 1 hour gave you that move already, right? 1 hour from the grab, where liquidity was grabbed here, 1 hour gave already a 40 pip move before this pullback. A little bit more actually. Gave you a 43 pip move. So we needed that bottom wick, right? We needed that bottom wick in order to give me the confidence that price does not want to do this retracement when we enter a trade. Right? On this type of situation, can rely on the 5 structure to push on NY because of 15 SL too big. In NY, yeah, that would make sense. Even if London was high volume today, like yesterday, we see candles moving fast, everything's moving fast, then you can do the same there as well. Where would SL be? For what? For what? For what? There was an intervention. That wasn't an intervention. That must have been a speech. Interventions are a lot larger than that. They don't just push 60 pips quick. It's a waste of time for them. So we can go and see maybe yesterday at 6 o'clock. They removed it from here. But yesterday, Udia was speaking yesterday during NY, but they removed it from here. That's strange. Maybe they run out of money. Trust me, they have enough dollars. They're the second biggest dollar holder. Quick last gamble before blowing account. They were all along they were short on GJ. Imagine. Their dirty secret. All along they were short. How is GJ doing here? GJ is ranging. Very good. That liquidity grab did nothing. Did nothing. Not enough juice to push out of the range. But, you know, it still could be cooking. Gold working on that pullback. You didn't mark out daily resistance? No, I didn't mark out daily resistance. How do you know there will be a pullback? Basic market structure, you don't always know there will be a pullback, but you have certain rules you wait for to take a trade, because if I took this trade, I have nowhere to go break even, and if I took any aggressive entry, I would have been stopped out. Or in my original position now, I would be just sitting in drawdown, hoping that now it creates structure. Whereas if this thing flew through the screen like all of you guys were waiting for, FOMOing in, all of you guys would have said I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But I know there's a probability of doing this, so why should I put myself in a situation on Friday to be stuck in drawdown like this when I've had such a good consistent few weeks here? Right? Because now I'd be trading with saying, okay, fine, I knew the pullback was going to come. Can I respect my stop loss now? And can I get structure formed? Whereas now I can sit in here and say, okay, fine, structure is forming. I can just take a trade after structure's formed. I live for drawdown. Drawdown builds character. It does. Drawdown is fine, but when we can avoid it, why should we have to sit through it? You know? Why should we have to sit through it? Can you pay for the exclusive group with PayPal? The only thing is with PayPal is then you don't get access to WAP content because you won't have an account on WAP. Right? So you can get in the group, yes, but then it's very, very complicated for me to put you on WAP because I have to go speak to the team and everything like that. And if someone is only going to join for a month, then I have to go through all of that, contacting the team, telling them to put you on WAP, to expose you to the content. It's just simply not worth it. You know, and that's why most people just join from WAP, as it's one of the most well known, you know. Also, you have to realize PayPal takes a lot more fees from me. I think if you pay from WAP, well, after all the fees, maybe I net maybe 40, around $47. But when you pay from PayPal, I lose $15 direct, man. Especially crypto, man. I lose so much. That's why I just didn't include them, because PayPal takes too much. And then the problem with PayPal is it keeps blocking your money. If anyone's used PayPal before, any transaction you have to prove that the customer received. So I have to send all of this information. So I just stopped doing it. And I found that 90% of people are just okay using WAP. Flow is this. Enter the trade, expecting to win. Okay. Drawdown builds character. Okay. SL build character. Okay. Revenge trades build character. Account blown builds character. Tax is taking so much? No, I don't charge tax. I don't charge tax to you guys. I just pay that myself. I've seen in New York we don't get candle close, it pushes through zones. We get candle closes all the time. Harry, does liquidity grab from news have to be treated the same as normal liquidity grabs? Yes, because that is the catalyst for a liquidity grab, can be news, right? So it can be treated indeed the same. I mean, on PayPal? Yeah, PayPal's tax themselves, yeah, they do take a lot, man, they do. Even from your side, right? Even your side. Can drawdown be a liquidity grab to move bullish? It can, but we want to avoid it as much as possible, right? The problem is, does that liquidity grab stop you out? That's why you need to be careful, right? And have stops below good places. $30-minute on gold here, closing bearish. 15-minute closing bearish. We need a support to form a setup 2. I never pay without PayPal. Too many scams online. Yeah, but that's why we use a provider, right? Like WAP and Stripe, because you can't be scammed on both those platforms because you're paying through a multi-million-dollar corporation, right? You're protected through that. Right? You're protected from that. You have to just understand the company. If they're asking you to send money directly, yeah, it's a problem. But if you're using through a provider, then it's definitely fine. 730 watching. Hopefully the trade comes, we can get 1K. Well, they'll just be signal bots then, right? So we don't want them anyways. Doesn't matter. The signal monkeys are noticing. Well, yeah, they missed the trade yesterday, and then they come today, and then they're like, they complain if the markets aren't doing anything. Like, they don't show up yesterday. Oh, I'm not going to show up. And then they miss the trade. And then they complain like it's my fault. I control the market. It's so funny, the psychology of people. Bro took early bird yesterday. And now 4 more viewers are on the stream early. Now they're good. Hopefully they can learn something from the stream, right? Because we're discussing value every single day. Do they have customer transaction protection? Yes, of course they do. It's Stripe. Stripe is one of the biggest payment gateways in the world. I used to only accept PayPal and I stopped. even when we launched, if you guys remember, when we launched Pip Labs, we only did PayPal first. So we only upgrade our payment gateways. PayPal won't be an upgrade for us. So we're always upgrading our payment gateways if it's going to be like that. So no, I wouldn't worry about that. But remember, when we only did PayPal, there were so many people saying, I don't want to pay through PayPal. Which books do you recommend to read? Depends on what you want to focus on, right? Depends what you want to focus on. GBP JPY daily is form a tombstone. I'm not sure what candle pattern's that, but yeah, it forms some sort of resistance. That is true. I can agree with that. Trading books? I don't think there's any trading books that I recommend. The most popular is Trading in the Zone. You can read that. I haven't read it myself, but I hear a lot of people read it and they find it all right. Do you encourage us to show up to stream every day or learn the skills for ourselves? You will learn the skills for yourself by showing up to stream every day and listening to the conversation we have. The people who come here, complain, trying to flip accounts, all of this stuff, they're the ones who are going to lose long term. They're going to stream hop, they're going to jump from stream to stream, trying to find, never understand why someone's entering, why they took the entry, and then so they're never going to profit maximum. But if you understand the strategy, you understand how the markets work, you're going to, first of all, before the entry even happens, you're going to be like, yeah, this makes sense. I know why he's taking this and I agree with it too. Second of all, you'll be able to make a decision where you want to take profit and how to take profit. A lot of people see me take profit and they're like, no, this should continue going, but they don't understand the strategy. They don't understand the strategy and then boom, they end up losing money on it. I finished Trading in the Zone yesterday, and man, the author was talking about everything that Harry has already taught us. Okay, cool. That means I'm on a good track. I'm still amazed at the knowledge we can get just showing up from a YouTube stream. Yeah, and people take it for granted. They don't understand I'm showing up here daily for you, everyone. Daily. We're trying to make this industry a better place. We're trying to put good information. I'm not showing up daily flexing lifestyle. I could come here, flex watches in a camera, flex cars, come and all of this, no problem. But that's not helping you guys get better. You know? So people need to understand that. People need to not take that for granted and actually say, hey, this is a great opportunity for me to gain information here on something I want to learn. Let me try understand. Because there's a reason why, right? It's not for granted because you profit from live streaming. I don't make any money. I make very little money from streams. I'll show you this again. I'll show you how much money I make from streams. You guys can see that again. I'm always happy to show you that and fully transparent of how much money I make from streams. But let's go find a stream that we have high amount of viewers, right? Okay, let's go and have a look here. Content, live. Let's go see. Good amount of viewers on stream. Let's have a look. Like where we have a stream with, yeah, like this one here. Let's have a look at this. Analytics. How much we make on this. All right, here's look at this. This is more than our average, right? We have here 816. Right now in stream, how many people are watching? 757. So for 816 viewers and 73 hours worth of watch time from those viewers, $5. All right, $5. So you can see there, right? I'm always transparent to show you that, guys. Like literally stream not paying anything, so don't worry about that. The only thing stream helps, right? Roger says he's making 3K with 18-hour stream. Yeah, but he's getting more viewers probably, you know, bigger channel. Right? So the only other way that I make money from stream, let's say, is that I'm building an audience, I'm building a brand, right? And with that brand, I can do things like make products such as Pip Labs, right? Offer services and stuff like that. But that's how every business works, and that's something you should not be ashamed of, right? But actually streaming, I don't make money from it. Like I could, if I wanted to build a brand, listen, understand this, there's two different ways. So for me, I'm not making money streaming. If I wanted to build a brand to sell my products, I could do that in a lot easier way by promoting lifestyle, right? I live in Dubai. It's very easy to promote lifestyle here. I can do all of that stuff, but that's not me. That's not something I really want to do. But let's say I just wanted to sell products. Obviously, that would be the best way, but everyone does it everywhere, right? We see all the people in the industry, and sooner or later it bites them in the back when people realize they're just a fraud. Like they're not giving any value, because enough people get filtered through their system and people just say like his shit doesn't work or his shit is basic, you know? So people will find that out anyways. So for me, I'm more focused in on giving value, right? So it works both ways. And then out of that, I can filter out and build something that I want to have. Like I never wanted to build a course and then just sell someone a course. Everything that I do is I charge for my time, or I charge for a product that is going to be worth people's time. Like what influencer do you know out there is by making you guys a product, right? Or giving you guys the resources to have something like a backtesting software. No influencer is doing that because it's not that profitable, because of the amount of work that has to go in and the resources. They can't find those resources. We're making the best backtesting software in the industry. Why? To help you guys. Backtesting is a huge part of my journey. So, and then it's much easier for me to go and make some sort of fancy, I don't know what, crash course or webinar and then charge $100 for people to show up. I'm charging $25 for a month to use that software, and it only helps you, you know? Like there's no way you can get scammed from that, you know? You're the one who's doing that. Then the other thing I would charge for is to have my own community, which I've always wanted. Not only is charging it a filtration system, it's also paying for my time, which is what every one of you should do. You go sweep the street, you get paid for your time. So you shouldn't be ashamed of that. But that's the difference between someone in this industry who just wants to make a change and is showing you something realistic versus someone who's just marketing for their own benefit. At the end of the day, I think I can sit here and happily say that I give value to people and people can learn from me, which is very, 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 you know, good for me and makes me happy. But what value do you get from a guy showing cars and everything? I was in Harry's group for 8-ish months and now trade periodically on my own, being consistently profitable. Harry is the GOAT and his shit works. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Marco was in the chat here, sending me €2. I appreciate that, Marco. Don't have to send me money, but I appreciate that. Pip Labs the best out there? I'm hopefully, yeah, it should be. That's our goal, is to be the best backtesting platform out there. And backtesting, I really feel, is going to be something that a lot of traders are missing in their journey. $50 setup 2, it's trying. We'll have to see in 2 minutes here if it manages to do it. If not, then it's not going to be valid. But it is trying, yeah. Hey, Harry, not spamming? No, you're not spamming. Spamming is someone who writes line after line after line after line. There's not spamming. So thank you for saying it like that. Please can you explain why you didn't take a buy at the break of 50-minute candle? Because you have clean traffic to the left? Yes, because we didn't have a bottom wick that I wanted. I needed a nice bottom wick to grab liquidity in order to continue up, because we need juice for the move, right? And this is the pullback I was talking about that could happen. So to avoid this pullback, I waited for it. Now, if this shot through the screen, fine, but then that doesn't follow my rules, and that's something now I can sit here and comfortably say, I'm comfortable that I didn't take it because I avoided this whole situation of being in drawdown. But this trade is still going to make sense as long as it respects this whole zone here. As long as it can respect this zone, it should continue up. If it doesn't, then it's going to continue down. But waiting for the pullback first is going to allow you to see that. Now everyone in chat is asking why I didn't take this trade here. I explained it. Go rewind the stream. Go rewind the stream and you'll understand why. But if this trade shot through the screen, all of you guys would be asking me, you miss trades, you don't take trades. But now all of you guys who have taken the trade and are in drawdown are like, oh, maybe he's right today. Right? Because I have specific rules that I have to follow in order to have the highest probabilities to win. Right? That's why this week I can be 3 for 3, right? 3 trades for 3 trades. Yesterday's trade was supposed to be an easy 80 pip trade. Easy 80 pip trade. Alright, we didn't close bullish here. A little bit fishy. Not closing bullish. I really wanted to see a bullish candle close here. Maybe this wants to retrace a little bit deeper first. But that will just give us more range to buy, to be honest. Genuine question, why is backtesting so good when the 3 things that really make a trade is psychology, risk management, discipline, you can't practice in backtesting? No, but you have to see the setups play out and be able to identify the setups. So think of backtesting as practice, right? Think of yourself as, let's say you're a professional football player. You have to have some form of practice, right? You have every single sport in the world, every single profession has practice. Doctors practice, surgeons practice. In trading, we have to practice. Now, practicing in the live market is really, really useless because you're going to risk your own money and it's too time consuming. Imagine staying on demo account for 6 months to test setups that you want to see play out when you can backtest 6 months of data and see that you can identify setups, you can manage trades properly, especially backtesting with ticks. You're not skipping candles, right? You're not skipping candles, you're watching the candles play out, simulating in your head that there's real money on the line, right? That's why in Pip Labs, we even put the prop firm challenge. Let's go. That's why we even put the prop firm challenge so that you guys can go and practice on a prop firm and actually have some pressure that you have to pass prop firm, right? But watching tick by tick, this is going to cause you, you know, to make decisions. Because if you're watching the market like this on Pip Labs while in a trade, right? And you see a big spike up, you know, and you take a buy right here like this, and now you see it spike in drawdown like this, you're like, oh, I'm in drawdown, what should I do? Should I manage? Oh shit, what was that? You know, this is all real life, that will happen. Now you're like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? I think I should close this trade, this is too volatile. Or you could say, hey, it's respecting my structure, this should still make sense to continue up, I should still hold this trade until it breaks below the structure. If something closes below the structure, I'm going to manage my trade, right? And that's how you can start. And now you're thinking about this while watching the trade go this, and you can speed it up even faster by changing this to 5 seconds. And now you can start making your decisions a little bit faster and be like, okay, let's see how this plays out. And you just sit there and watch. If you want it even faster, you can even speed it up to, like, let's say 15 seconds here, where it's going to be a little bit faster like this now. You don't make your decisions based on stuff like that. So that's the difference. That's the difference. Hopefully that brings some clarity, right? As to why you should backtest. And then it's good to have statistics, right? You have to have information that you can trust. Because if you if you know, this is the number one thing. If you know that in backtesting, when you're following your trades, right? When you're following your trades in backtesting, they are playing out most of the time. Okay? And they win most of the time, then you know that if you're losing in real life market, it's probably psychological issues. Right? Or emotions or stuff like that. Oh, Marco again. Win in the chat for Pip Labs. Appreciate you, man. No need to send super chat. But I appreciate it, brother. How do I learn this? Best place to start is my free YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, start with my free course. Free course here. Go ahead and watch it on my YouTube channel. Best place to start. And my free course is not an upsell to a paid course. Free course has enough information. Marco doubled my stream income. Yeah, literally, bro. €4 now. That's double of what I would make for streaming for 2 hours. See, guys, you make tons of money streaming. Man, I was really hoping this 15-minute could close bullish here so we could have a setup number 2, but this is pushing up bullish here. If we get a 30-minute close above here, we could have a continuation play. Remember, this 30-minute only closes in 10 minutes. If this chills here, we still have range to play with. We could take setup 2 from here. We could take setup 2 from here back up. How much range do we have? Let's have a look. At least 10 pips we need. Yeah, we have 11. So we could use this as continuation because in an uptrend, we expect it to break through highs. If we start rejecting it, we can just get our break even. Or we just go straight and draw down and lose the trade. That's also possible. It's a probability. Harry, I'm not becoming profitable or consistent profitable, just stuck on same results for 60 days, same profit, same loss. Couldn't help you until I see what's going on with you, right? I'd have to see what's going on with your trades, what is making you unprofitable. But a drill you can do is journal and check what's going on. Are you taking back-to-back losses? Are you FOMOing in on bad trades and missing the good trades? You know, you need to do a process of elimination here. Looking for price to retest top of the range and then sell. That's interesting here. So you have full bearish buys for you today, not even considering buys. That's interesting. That's interesting. Guys, if we get the stream up to 900 viewers, then we're gonna do a giveaway by today. That'd be insane to do a giveaway by today. So be sure you leave a live on the stream. If you haven't showed up to our streams all week, then you better leave a subscription so you can see all of our trades. If you want to see what trades we took this week, type !journal in the chat to get access to our journal, or you can go back and check in resources, right? You can find the journal there in resources as well. But you can see the trades we took this week on stream and have a look at them. Watch the replay. I'll put the links for the live stream here so you guys can watch the replay. Proven track record, all done on live stream with the live stream link so you can go back and see if that's the actual thing that happened. And this is only on stream. I'm not a streamer who puts positions that I took off stream and counts that towards my win rate. I don't count this towards my win rate. My win rate is only on stream. So, full information. I'm backtesting because I'm wanting to GJ to take an entry. Should I set my TP lower next time? 1 to 2 25 pip profit? No, I think this TP is good, man. This is your next thing. You could squeeze. The one thing to look is to squeeze. Oh, cool. This is Pip Labs, guys. Shout out Pip Labs. But yeah, nice. Yeah, this is, you could just squeeze. So go drop to 1 minute here and you can go see how price action is forming here. You know, but this is a great target in my opinion, man. This is a good target. Harry, no hate, but the third trade you journal is off stream 6/4/23. Yeah, but that's because we took the trade on stream and then I closed stream. So I didn't sit here and kept stream open for 4 or 5 hours. What's your overall win rate? Same win rate as stream. I actually take more wins. It will be slightly higher. I haven't taken a loss in New York for the last, I think, 3 weeks. 3 weeks I haven't taken a loss in NY. Harry, make a journal off stream. Yes, I already have a journal off stream. All the trades we take off stream, I posted in Harry's trades. Right? Wins, losses, whatever. You can go check Harry's trade. I say this is on stream, but this was taken off stream, right? We talked about this on stream. Tried to get this entry, but it retraced. Remember the sells we took? Later, we waited for the sells. So this one was on stream. This one was my swing position, right? This was off stream. This was a swing position. But we talked about this. Actually, I only talked about this in the exclusive group. I didn't even mention that on stream. But there was no entry of that on stream. This one came after stream. This was the swing position when I took it. This was in exclusive group. This is on stream. This is exclusive group again. This is when we took 1 loss, 1 win on stream. We re-entered on that. Ended up break-even day. Again on stream. So yeah, all the stuff I post here. For all of you guys to see. Thanks for feedback anytime, man. One hour closes here. How will the 1 hour close? Might be setup number 3 on 1 hour close here in 3 minutes. We might get 15 minute setup number 1 above the range. 30 minute might give us setup 1 as well. We'll see in 3 minutes. One thing I've been noticing, even if we close at resistance here on 15 minute, right? This is something I've discussed before. Even closing at resistance on 15 minute, we would be closing above on 30 minute. So you could look for that to push through. Let's see, 2 minutes for this candle to close. Hopefully it can chill for 2 minutes. I'm slightly more confused after watching your advanced courses. Well, start with the basics, right? Don't skip to advanced. Start with the basics. And the benefit of you in exclusives is you can always ask me. Come to the Zoom call now. After stream, open your mic and ask me as many questions as you want. Send what you're confused with and ask me, right? That's the whole point. That's why I don't just give you a course and say, there you go. Take the course, do what you want to do with it. You have access to the whole group. Use it. Right, take advantage. Is it enough range? Yes, with London open here, we should be able to get a bit of volume here. We'll see how this ends up happening. And we can use this as a break even. Now that we have structure here, I would rely on it more. If we didn't have structure, I don't rely on it that much. But now we have structure, I will rely on it more. To get at least a push up to this 15 and see what happens. But we'll have to see how it closes here in 1 minute. How's GJ going? I think it's still ranging, if I believe so correct. Yes, it's still ranging, man. Because if we can use this as a watch, if volume can push through this as a watch, then we can have a nice little move all the way up to this resistance here potentially. As long as it can push through here with volume, which we would expect in what? London Open. See if we can get a bottom wick here. Close above here now and get a bottom wick. Stops can go below 15. Tap into this zone and see what happens. Yeah, good bottom wick here. Gonna give a short break of high. Break even will be close though. It will be at this 15-minute. Stop loss I'll put below 15-minute. .40 key level super close. It's not one of those major like a 2350. I would expect London Open volume to push through, but yeah, we'd have to watch this. Is this considered as counter trend? No, because we have 4 hours. It's still mixed bias technically, and now we have bullish structure above. Should make sense. If I start seeing it reject fast from there, then I'm just probably going to look to manage. Where stops go below 15-minute structure? Yeah, that's safest. I think I'll put it below 15-minute candle, to be honest. But it's up to you, your trade as well. You can choose how you want to play stops. Do you put a buy stop? No, I'll market execute. I don't like buy stops. Can you explain why we can't buy from here? Like right now, I prefer to see break of high for my buys. That's just my plan. Can you stop asking TPSL? I've been saying my TP, I've been saying my SL like 100 times, guys. You have to be listening to stream, please. If you don't understand what you're getting into, you should know where stop loss is based on the position, what setup this is. Look at 30 minute, what setup is this? TP I'll manage as we go along. My break-even spot is going to be this 15 minute. The craziest thing is using a stop loss on a Friday. I don't have buy order and empty 4. No, that just means that I'll take... Guys, this is ridiculous. To keep stop loss smaller, we cannot use current candle lows. You can do what you want to do, but that's not my rules. I will follow my rules. You can do what you want to do for your own SL, but my SL, I have my specific rules that I'll follow, where I'm going to put my SL that makes sense technically. Not based on I want a smaller SL, let me put it below current candle low, flips, reflips, stops you out, and then goes in profit. Stream until we found a setup. We have a setup. What do you mean stream until we find a setup? I already have a setup right here. I'm just waiting for it to trigger me in. $60 more viewers till we reach the 900 viewer goal. Leave a like on the stream. Let's see if we can get it this stream. 900 viewers. Limit order? No, it's not a limit order. Limit order would mean I'm waiting for price to come down to a level. Bro, you give too much of your energy for the chat. I'm trying to help them learn. Do you stream every day? Yeah, Monday to Friday we're on live. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified. So you get notified when we go live, because we've been live for an hour and a half already. Is it easy to become a millionaire in Dubai? No, it's not. Sean took the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour one was nice. The 1 hour was good. We were discussing that at the beginning of stream. Be careful, you're not supposed to show that on stream. Show what on stream? Five-minute no bottom wicks, any relevance? I think I based it on 30, so I'm not too worried. Should be making one now on this retracement, I believe. See if we can break above this high, coming close now. Alright, broke above the high for me. Break even spot gonna be that 15. Let's see what happens. See if we can get some volume pushing through these highs. Would like to see this get above 2340 would be ideal. 5-minute candle should close above 2340 would be ideal here. That's what I'm looking at. If it fails to close above 2340, I'll be looking to manage it. 5-minute here, test 2340. Would not like to come to see this to come back to entry at this point here. Comes back to entry, I'll probably close half or something. That's what I'm thinking of my management since it's Friday. Not interested in losing much here. See if we can get to our break-even zone. Running around 15 pips here in profit. Actually, no, not yet. 10 pips, sorry. Looked at my P&L. Just under 10 pips. When at the peak of the wick. That should have given us the push there on the 15. Should have got the push there on the 15, to be honest. Shouldn't be rejecting from right here. Guys, if this comes back to my entry, I'm going to be closing half at my entry, alright? If this comes back to my entry. It's sitting right at my entry now. Alright, I closed half there at my entry. Closed half at my entry here. I'm still holding stop loss where it was though. I don't know why I moved it up. I'm gonna move stop loss to below this low here. Has to respect this low. But I took a little bit off at my entry because I was a little bit over how much risk I want to be at on Friday here, so I close a little bit at entry. Just gonna leave the rest there. And see what happens. So yeah, close half at entry there for me. Not half, but close a little bit off just to manage risk. Moving stop loss up here as well. And there. Just because I expected it to push through right there and right then. I close out B. Yeah, not bad idea for Friday as well, closing out B. I'm going to see what this 5-minute does. If this 5-minute closes back below the range, then I'm probably going to manage this trade on a Friday. If it respects the range here, then I'll probably just go with my managed stop loss. Yeah, look at this closing back in the range. Yeah, this is, I don't like it closing back in the range. I'm going to see what next candle does here. If this comes back to entry, probably going to close out break even. Why? Because 5-minute close back in the range here. Right? If not, I'll have to take manage SL. Not playing with the markets on Friday. FU candle. That's why we close half at entry, right? I'll actually move stop to below this 5-minute structure. We break this 5-minute structure, I'm going to be out. With half entry here, I'm losing only 8 pips, right? Closing at entry half. So we break 5-minute structure, I'll be out. Very, very easy. Got out at 10 pips. Nice. Some of you guys secured. Wasn't enough for me. Didn't reach my break-even point. So we'll see here. Keep it like that. And that's how I'll manage my trade here. Very, very simple. I moved SL up, guys. So I closed half at entry, like I said, and moved SL up. As I'm not playing on Friday. Right, I'm not playing at Friday. Good close closing half. Lost 5 pips. Yeah. Took 100% profit, $100 profit. Nice. I haven't lost anything yet because I closed at entry, but if I do hit stop loss here, I will lose basically 8 pips because original pip stop loss was 30 pips. So I will lose a very managed amount, which is fine. If this comes back to entry, I don't trust it. I'm probably going to close off at entry. And then that will be it. Why not Friday? Because Friday you can get slow movement like this, you know. I really expected to push at least to come to our 15-minute zone, and I don't want to risk it. Been a good week already. I'm not going to give back any profits here. If I lose this at 8 pips, I lose basically 0.2%. Realistically, nothing. Nothing, 0.2%. I'll take that, no problems. So this is, you know, very strategic here to manage at entry. Again, it was so close to my break-even point, but I really wanted it to tap the break-even point. It was 2 pips away from break-even. 2 pips away. Less even, less. Why are you afraid of Friday? I'm not afraid. I don't want to give back my profits for the week. So why can't I manage my own trade? If you want to hold the full stop loss, you can, but that's up to you. I'm teaching you how I manage my trade. And that's it. See if it can respect this 5-minute support. If not, I'll be out. For minus 8 pips. I watch this on my broker, see how close we get. That maybe tap me with spread. Ooh, no, I'm still in, guys. I'm still in. Okay, now that's tickling it. We are close. But we didn't hit it yet. Didn't hit it, still survived. Oh yeah, man, let's go. Come on, come back to entry. Let me get our break even for the week. Even 0.2% we're not giving back here. To be honest, I couldn't care less at this point. But, you know, anyways. I think you should hold it. I just want to manage it like this, guys. It's been a great week for me. If you look at the past results on stream, you can see that the week has been pretty good here. 3 trades, 3 wins. I rather take an 8 pip loss and save on the 38 pips that I made, right? So I'm barely giving anything back to the markets here. And this is the way I'm going to manage my trade. If it comes back to entry, I'll simply get out. Maybe leave a stupid position in. And that's it. That's the way I want to manage my position here. If it hits me for minus 8 pips total, that's fine. I'll take that. No problem. Probably this next 15 here will take out my management position here. If I had to say, there's a high chance. But if this 15 in the last 1 minute can close above this resistance here, that's actually quite promising. Nice. Very close to my break even now. And like that, you don't lose anything. There you go. So once it came up to break even there, like I said, closed out at basically -2, minus basically 1 pip here. I didn't really get out just exactly. It was a little bit, see how much exactly. My entry was at 50, I closed at 4.5, so 0.5 of a pip there, right? 0.5 of a pip. And that was basically that. This has no top wick, so if you didn't get out break even, just keep the management stop loss, and high chance this should flip. You know, and give you a chance there. High chance it should flip. Yeah, but 0.5 of a pip. If you're still in, yeah, then give it a chance. I mean, now it's no point. You might as well take the management stop loss. But yeah, that was it. Yeah, I mean, you can, if you're just holding the trade still, then just have managed stop loss. You're losing half of what you originally put in. You're not going to lose it. You're not going to lose much now anyways. I'm pretty happy with that. I think managed it well. How did 30-minute close? 30-minute close just above. Yeah, 30-minute might want to retest to here first. But yeah, basically -1 pip here I'll put for myself. Closed half, it's basically, you know, maybe minus 1 point. I'd say how much? Maybe minus 0.01%, something like that. That's how it is. But now it's making retest to the 30. You wanted to kind of see it flip from right around here. I just didn't want this bottom wick, that's why I closed just before, as it tapped my entry. So yeah, that's how the position was managed here. Gold, 15-minute. I'm actually going to put in notes. I did lose actually a pip on this. I didn't get exactly close, but I did lose a pip on this. So I will put that in notes. How much is a pip as a percentage? Pip is... No, it's not 0.01. It's 0.1%. Right? Let me see, because the first position I actually closed in some profit. Not enough to cover. It's really negligible amount. I don't know how to count. It's like 0.05 to be honest. I'm just gonna put in here. Yeah, mine is 0.05 to be honest. I don't even. It's not even minus 0.05. something like that. But good management, that's how we save. Basically got out at fully break even for me. 0.05, I'll take it any day. Saving profits for Friday. And that's it. How'd you help when it came back up? But I was not exact BE. I got -1 pip on my BE here. When it came back here, I was -1 pip. I didn't even get at the peak here close. Right? I didn't get the peak close. I closed somewhere just about here. As it came back and tapped into this support here. I saw it. My entry was literally right there. And then that was it. And then that was it. Yeah, closed half and then there. Yeah, it makes sense. Take a look on EJ. What's happening on EJ? Yeah, I just watched this area here. I don't like this area. Don't like this. Such a BS BE? Yeah, it's not fully. It's not a fully BE. No, that's why I wrote in notes here minus. Where's that gone? Why is that? Okay, 1 minute. That trade went. Let me just control Z. There we go. Yeah, that's why I wrote here minus 0.5%, 0.05% because I took basically, because when I closed my first position, let me show you. If you're still in an original position here, no top wick could flip here, yeah. Look, if you didn't get out BE now's your chance, right? So if you don't believe me in getting out BE, then here you go. You have your chance to get out BE. Right? Here's your chance. So, there's your chance. Need to leave? Have a great weekend. Cheers, man. Take care. Will you re-enter? I don't see a re-entry just at the moment, but that was your second chance to get out. Still, if it closes above, yeah. Now, if it closes above 15, it still makes sense. Close above 15 still makes sense for me. I would look at that if it closes above 15. Otherwise, it's just Friday. Why impulsive entry instead of close above? We did have close above. 30-minute closed above, see? 30-minute closed above. Break of high. Yeah, now it's just ranging. Now it's just chopping. I'm glad we managed that the way we did. Hopefully you guys did manage it as well. GJ's BS, this breakout. Look, this breakout would have ended up fake out. Yeah, just difficult day in the market. Look at this. Even if you took this, goodbye. This is now in drawdown as well. Took bath after that. It's not that bad, man. I'm pretty happy with the way we managed. Even if you got managed stop loss closing half at entry, it's nothing. I decided to sell. If that was your plan, then yeah. Both, we're going up and down. We're going sideways at the moment, so need to see what happens. GJ didn't close above daily resistance. Yeah, I don't think I even marked it. I was not interested in this range. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Did Harry close? I closed off at entry half position, and then second position I closed off at minus two and a half pips there. So managed it myself there. Minus 2.5 pips. If you didn't close off, I did say that you had second chance to go break even again once it came back up to entry here. If you're holding original SL, or you take the manage SL here and call it a day. Those are your three options in this trade. But none of you should need to take a full L on this for sure. Unless you just really want to just leave TP SL, that's your plan, that's also fine. You know, you could have that plan as well. I still like the buy idea. If a 15-minute candle closes above, I mean, even a 30 here. If a 30 can get above, I like the idea of buys. Back inside this range here. Back inside the 30-minute range. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm pretty happy with the management, with the way this is looking at the moment. If something closes back above there, I think that will be our second entry. Why the fuck I was put on timeout for asking if Harry streams on NY and his exclusive? You probably, was your message next to the guy who was spamming? They probably accidentally pressed you instead of pressing the spammer. That's probably what happened. I stream NY and my exclusives once a week, and then we have the NY chat every single day. That's what we have in the exclusives. Yeah, that's probably what happened, man. You'll be able to type on your main account soon. They probably were quickly trying to ban him, and then that shit happens. See, it keeps trying to push up here. That's why I feel if we can get above there, it would be great. Can I hold for intraday? You need bigger stop loss for intraday. Well, I was not looking at this as an intraday position. You need bigger SL for intraday type position, for sure. Can I see who's been put on timeout? No, you can't. That should be a feature they put. Then I can undo you. EJ pushed, but I got B. Let's see what happened with EJ. It has push here. Did it tap that zone? Yeah, it did tap that zone. It's tough. How's GJ doing now? GJ's trying to get back above the range. Gold as well. Not ending stream. I want to see if I can get a re-entry on this if something happens in 10 minutes. Trying to get a re-entry. $45 lot re-entry? No. Don't force it, it's Friday. Well, I was lucky enough to get out -2 pips here, so I'm not really forcing. Even if I took managed loss here, I'm losing a lot less than I intended, right? So I'm not forcing anything. I'm still under my risk for the day here. And it's been a good week, so it's not like I can't risk anything, right? It's different scenarios. But it seems like it just keeps struggling and struggling and struggling. GJ is trying to get above here. I mean, if this 15-minute candle closes above 8 minutes, will be the hour closing above this resistance as well. Just need to watch 500 is a very dirty zone here. I don't know how much I like GJ on a Friday here. Not my best friend on a Friday looking at in this range. Goodbye, Harry. No real learning today. I think you would have learned a lot if you listened how to manage a position. Right? It's very important how to manage position Friday, save profits, stuff like that. Good lesson learned there. But if you choose not to learn, then yeah, that's your call, brother. That is your call. Gold is trying. It's trying to make higher lows here. And then it fails. Yeah, just no volume. That's the reason. That's the reason for why we just ended up failing here. Just not enough volume, not enough juice to get us going here. The guy who asked why you're afraid of Friday, this is the reason, because of this bullshit that can happen. So that's why I was aggressive with the, you know, exit, entry, all of this. I'm still in low risk though. I think at worst you get managed position here. That's at worst. Right? Or if you hold original stop loss, you managed half already at entry. If you manage half at entry already, original stop loss will still be less. Will still be less. How's your week been? It's been 3 for 3, man. 3 for 3. Good week. I lost about 2.5 pips on this trade here. But for me, with this week, that's basically break even for me. I did put it in my notes. Did I write 1.5 or 2? It's supposed to be 2. Yeah, I was supposed to write it out. Look, it's blinking. So technically did lose something, but not enough for me to say that this is a full loss. Percent wise, 3.5. If GJ close above 1 hour, it's okay, but yeah, you need to run big stops. I'd say stops maybe below this structure down here would be safer, because I don't trust the choppiness. You could get something like this, right? Where we come back to 500, retrace, and let's say you had your stop below the 15 or this structure here, that retracement stop you out. Literally would be the exact same as this. Literally the exact same as this. Let's say you took this buy here, or this buy here, put it stops you out, and then it goes. So maybe the similar thing will happen. Oops. Yeah, look at this barcode here. Look at this barcode. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it. I was waiting for re-entry, but this is not looking promising here. This is not looking promising, so I appreciate everyone showing up, and good job for following the plan if you did. If you didn't follow the plan, then obviously you need to follow the plan. Worst case scenario today, I would say, is you take managed SL. That's worst case. As I said, close 50% at entry. So you're out of the trade for majority of your position. And then the rest, either if you got lucky like me, you got out maybe 3 pips. Or you would take that L here, but remember that's half of original stop loss. If we see original stop loss here was around 40 pips. Managed stop loss here was below this candle here, which was I believe we would put it below the 5. So let's see. Original stop loss, right? Understand that. Original stop loss was around 39.40 pips here, right? Managed stop loss here below the 5-minute structure that we had here was around 17 pips. So literally half, right? Half of that. And that's it. So no way you should be in any bad position in this thing. And if you're still in, then you have an option to manage it right now, right? You can say, fine, anything breaking below these lows, I can get out, same thing. So realistically, you shouldn't be losing. The only thing you could do is if you're happy to hold full SL, but me personally on a profit generating basis, I don't want to give profits back to the market. Even if I took my managed SL here, I would be losing 0.2%. 0.2% is the maximum today I could have lost, right? Even if I took the SL that I had, right? If I didn't be able to get out and then boom, I go get hit S, the max I can lose is 0.2%, right? Risk 1% on this trade, right? 1% SL here, you close half at entry, close the rest here, boom, you're losing 0.2%. And I think Tony does the same here. Here we go. He'll tell you. How much did he lose? Let's see. Same position like this, right? Manage at entry and then close once we break those lows. I want to see how much he lost. Did he say? I don't know. We'll ask him. Oh yeah, here. Minus 0.2% for him, right? And that's it. It was so close to my break even. That would have been an accurate break even. This kind of entry pushes fast, yeah, but I wanted, remember I told you guys I'm not going break even till it hits the break even. But this would have been a day I could have said, okay, mental break even it. But that was my rules to say, not going break even till it goes break even. So yeah. Alright guys, take care, have an amazing weekend. Let's continue it next week. And re-entries, we'll see if that comes later. But obviously been a good week this week. And we'll continue it into next week. See you all next week. Take care. Trade sharp and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.